Hello, welcome back. We've got Dr. Sonia Karpal with us, and I'm Rebecca with Reset and Restore. And we're continuing the conversation on the different dosha types. So we went over Vata Dosha and Pitta Dosha, and now we're on Kapha Dosha.
Yes, definitely these three dosha plays a really vital role in our health. And I'm really excited to share because I myself is a Kapha Vata Prakriti. Yeah.
So Kapha is being the elements of water and earth.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about the Kapha qualities and you can go ahead with that.
Yeah. See, Kapha dosha, as you mentioned, it is made up of water and the earth element. So as earth is heavy, stagnant, same way Kapha dosh personalities are having more tendency of putting on weight. They prefer a sedentary lifestyle. They are not at all active. They don't prefer exercising. They have really good skin. They have really good quality of hair. They have very strong bones and they have a very strong build. When you see a Kapha dosh personality, you see a very strong built person. Okay. So
Strong
this
built.
is strong built person, and they don't feel heat very soon. They can easily tolerate the heat because already the earth and the water element are cooling in their body.
Mm-hmm.
So they can easily, they are really comfortable with the summer seasons, but they have difficulty in going with the winter season or windy season. Winter season, basically, that is problematic to them. And they get very fast, they get cold, cough, these issues there, or kapha disorders. This is a kapha personality. They have a good digestion. They can eat well, and this is how you can check the kapha dosh personality. They have beautiful skin because the fire element, water content is already more in the body, and the earth element is more. So tissue buildup is really good in the skin.
Mm-hmm.
In whole body, tissue buildup is really good. So this is how you can differentiate from a vata and pitta personality to the kapha personality.
Right.
If someone in your family is very much comfortable in the summer season, that means they are kapha personality.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Vata, we have the kind of the thinner type, and then Pitta is more average, and then Kapha is more hefty. So
Yeah.
they can build muscle easily or too, right? And also fat. So
yeah.
So what are some of the recommendations that we can give to that Kapha type as far as, trying to keep that balance?
Definitely. In Ayurveda, the simple rule is we have to do the diet and lifestyle opposite to our Prakriti or opposite to the dosha that has gone aggravated. So if I'm a Kapha personality, I have to push myself to be active. We have to move out of that sedentary lifestyle, because otherwise we will be having fat depositions very fast. We will be having lethargy. We will be having sluggishness of all our organs, because human body is made to move. It is made to be mobile. And if we keep on stagnant, all the body tissues will have this burden of sluggish movement of the nutrients in the body. The blood movement would be slow, the nutrient movements would be slow, fat deposition will start happening, and this will lead to these kapha personality also have a tendency of, they are very much introvert people. They don't prefer to talk to so many people. They have very limited friends. They keep things to themselves. They hardly let their feelings and emotions out. So it's really difficult. Yeah.
But I think some Kapha people do seem, they have great personalities as far as like very warm and friendly.
Yeah. They are loving. They are friendly.
Yeah.
They give warmth to other people. But they are really difficult to open up to with their own feelings to others.
Yeah.
They help others, they take care of everyone, but they are not easy to share their feelings and emotions with others. Like in a pitta personality, they are angry. They will just let out their anger
They
on
let
very
everybody know.
everybody knows. And Vata personality also, they are in very fast motion, so they can't keep things to themselves. They will speak out very fast, whatever they will be feeling.
Right.
But a Kapha personality prevent all these things. They are stagnant. They are friendly. They are caring. They are loving. But to get their heart out, what they are feeling and what they are thinking, it's really, really difficult. They never let anyone to come in that inner zone. So that is
Right.
how Kapha personality are in the mind system. They are very much good in learning. They are very much scholars, good scholars, because their brain is somewhat stagnant. Means their brain is not running here and there. They have a good focus. They have
More
good
stability.
personality. Yeah,
More
they have more
stability.
stability. So this is
So-
how Kapha is there.
One of the things that you mentioned too that I think is important, like from that emotional aspect, right? So with Kapha being more internal, then they can be prone emotionally to have more depression, right? Whereas Vata, that is more external as far as emotions and fast moving, they can have more anxiety.
They throw the things, they show that they are disturbed. They will do something that if they are disturbed, people will know that they are disturbed. And Pitta personality, they will show their anger, and their face will turn red, their eyes will turn red. So this is how, yeah, they will sweat a lot. They will sweat a lot.
Yeah.
So this is how this thing. And to manage Kapha dosha, we have to follow the opposite thing. Like we have to move more. We have to be active in the lifestyle. We have to eat less Kapha dense food. Like we have to reduce the ghee or clarified butter. We have to eat light food that increase the Vata in our body. Like we in India, we say moong dal is really light. It is kapha shamak, kapha pacifying thing. And all the vegetables, summer vegetables, they are all kapha pacifying. They are rich in water content, kapha pacifying, and they improves the vata in the body. So this is how we should do. We should be active. We should do exercise or anything physical activity that we do. Kapha dosha again have to balance their mind. So they have to do meditation. They have to have some good friends where they can easily talk to themselves. They don't have too much of friends, but they should have one or two good friends where they can talk their heart out. And regarding disorders, or if I would say in diet, if we understand the Shadaras or 6 type of taste that we say in Ayurveda, Madhur, Amla, Lavan, and Katu, Tik, Kashai. Madhur is sweet, Amla is sour, Lavan is salted, Katu is bitter, Tik is pungent. No, Tik is spicy, and Kashai is pungent. So whatever is Katu, Tik, Kashai will pacify Kapha dosha.
So let's say again, what are those tastes that help pacify dosha?
For Kapha dosha, Katu,
for Kapha dosha, so I know spicy,
Yeah. So Katu, Tikt, and Kashai. Katu is something that is bitter in taste. Tikt is something that is spicy.
Bitter, spicy.
And Kashai is pungent.
And pungent.
Yeah. Okay. So these three tastes should be included in the diet.
So let's give maybe a couple food examples for each taste. So, for spicy, when they're having their meals, like putting more peppers,
right? Green chilies, yeah, peppers. Kapha dosha should take more of chilies. It will help to pacify the Kapha dosha. And they should not have heartburn. They hardly get acidity. They don't get acidity with the spicy food, because already Kapha dosha is, yeah.
And then bitter. So the bitter taste, like bitter gourd, but what is the vegetables that are bitter but not too heavy, right?
Yeah, see, bitter gourd, you said a right example, and a simple preparation that I'm also using for myself since the last few months is a combination that we call trikatu.
Oh, yes.
Trikatu. Trikatu is a very simple combination because like in taste wise, it's really hard to eat the bitter things and other things. So what is easy for everyone is keep a preparation of trikatu at the dining table, add a pinch of that powder to all whatever you eat.
Mm.
Okay. And in addition, take easily digestible food. Don't take very much things that take, see, whatever takes long time to be cooked, that take long time to be digested as well. So lesser the time for cooking, lesser the time for the digestion. So this is a simple rule that how we can diagnose which is a lighter food and which is a heavier food for our digestion.
Yeah, that's so important. And I think just to tag on to what you were saying with a Kapha dosha having a slower digestion, so that's why having spice is key, because that gives it the fire, right? So it helps to ignite the fire for better digestion, because they already have naturally slow digestion.
Yes. All the herbs that have heating effect, like cloves are there, like black cardamom is there, and like what we say here, the dalchini or this nutmeg is there. Nutmeg, these all herbs that are heating in tendency. They are really good for the Kapha personality people. They're also good to be used in the winter season, because in winter Kapha dosha aggravates by itself. And for the patients who have a Kapha dosha, they have a tendency of having high cholesterol levels. They have the tendency of having all the blockages in the body. Like we say, there is a PCOD case, or there is a cyst happening in the body. There is heart blockages happening in the body. These all are due to the Kapha dosha aggravation. So we have to pacify the Kapha dosha with the opposite taste and with the opposite diet lifestyle, and of course medicines that we use. So these all are Kapha pacifying. In India, that is very popular. I think you people might be using it. The gomutra, cow urine.
No.
No? Okay. Gomutra is really good remedy to pacify the Kapha dosha. We can add it to the water we are having for the bathing. It pacifies the Kapha dosha, and it is used in many medicines as well. Because the qualities it is always used in the treatment of the patients having Kapha dosha, even for the cancer treatments, because cancer is again a Kapha dosha predominant thing. Problem. So we use Kapha pacifying herbs and Kapha pacifying diet and lifestyle.
Awesome. So let's give like the Kapha person maybe some examples of what they can eat, for breakfast, or even across, like in the morning. So I know one good breakfast, I think that's good for maybe all doshas, is having just stew some apples or some pears, and then put on the appropriate spices that might be good for your type, right?
Yes.
So for me right now, I'm going through a cleanse, so I'm eating a little bit differently. But for breakfast, I just saute some pears in water with just a little bit of cloves and cinnamon for taste, and you can even put raisins in, and that would be good.
Yes, it depends from country to country and weather to weather.
Right.
What are the things available? So the simple rule that we say is Kapha dosha people are very fond of eating. Means every dosha likes the food that is their dosha type. Like Kapha people would like the sweet taste, they will like the sour taste, whatever will increase Kapha. That is a natural tendency. Same way, a Pitta dosha personality, the basic liking would be to eat every food that aggravates Pitta. That is a normal thing. Again, Vata dosha likes what increase Vata. So we have to go the opposite way. So we have to eat for Kapha dosha, we have to eat light breakfast. Like we prepare today, these days our Navratri festival is going on. So we prepare a dish with the sago palm. So sago palm is really easily digestible, and it's really good nutritious food. So that we prepared in the breakfast. It can be prepared sweet and salted.
So explain what is inside. What is that? I haven't heard that before.
What sago palm or Navratri?
Yeah,
sago palm. Sago palm is they are pearl like available in the market. White pearl like.
Oh, the tapioca. So we call that the tapioca pearl.
Yeah,
yes,
tapioca
I've made recipes with that. It's very good, and it's light. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really light in digestion. They are really tasty also. They are nutritious also. So that is a really good food for a Kapha Dosha personality. We should take long gourd. We should take bitter gourd. We should take, means the name of the vegetables are different over here. I don't know what
Yeah.
is available over there. So the simple rule is whatever takes lesser time to be cooked, but it should not be a packed food. Okay,
Right.
so it's not a natural raw vegetable. Whichever
Uh-huh.
vegetable take lesser time to be cooked, whichever pulse take lesser time to be cooked, that should be eaten by the Kapha personality.
Right. And that makes a lot of sense because then it would be a lighter food. If it was
Yeah.
a dense food and heavy, like a potato, it takes a long time to cook. So it would take a long time for the Kapha person to digest that. So
Yeah.
I think the beautiful thing that I love about Ayurveda is just how it makes things so simple, right? If you look at things by the quality of the elements, and then you can better understand and make better choices to know, okay, what is going to be better? Oh, this is a lighter food, takes less to cook, so this would be better for my body, for my body type.
Yes. And Kapha Dosha, because they are made up of earth and the water element, they have cooling tendency. So they should always take food warm or hotter food. They don't. They should not take anything cold in nature. It will again aggravates Kapha Dosha.
Right, because the cold makes things more stagnant, right?
Yeah.
So the warm helps things to flow better within Kapha, where they have that natural tendency to hold on, right?
Yeah.
So it helps them to let go.
Yes, definitely. So this is how we go with the Kapha Dosha personality. And ultimately, what our teachers always say is you have to understand the dosha and you have to understand the 6 tastes and just combine the things, and you will be very easily, it's really easy to plan the diets, plan the medicines, and plan the treatment for a patient, for a person.
Yeah, I think that we should do an episode on taste because I think we can talk a lot about that, all the different tastes, the 6 tastes, right? And then dive into foods and things we can do. But isn't it also very beneficial for us to have all the tastes when we eat a meal?
Really, really important to include all the 6 types of taste to be healthy.
Yeah.
It is mentioned in Charak Samhita, the Shadras Yukt Ahar, the diet which is having all the 6 tastes will balance all the dosha in the body, because we have all the dosha. Some one dosha is on the upper side, one on the lower side. This is way. So we have to balance all the dosha. So we should take all the 6 taste type food. We have to check which dosha is ours, which food we have to take in the more quantity, which in the lesser quantity.
Yeah.
So in the taste section we will be doing, you will be fascinated with many facts that we get to know. And in our college, when we get to know, we were really amazed. Oh, we have to manage this way. So we were doing the other way in our families, but we learned a different way over there.
I mean, it's such a beautiful thing, you know, just the combinations that we can make in food preparation. And then when we can understand how the food is medicine to us and what we eat, right? So when we understand ourselves better, then we can understand what foods are best for us too.
Definitely.
It's very beautiful. So, is there anything else in regards to kapha that we should discuss that we forgot? I don't know.
This is mainly the things kapha tolerate. They should take the oils and not the ghee. The oils that pacify kapha dosha. Okay, like the sesame oil. Sesame oil is heating in tendency. So if they can cook their food in sesame oil, that will help them to pacify the kapha dosha. Okay. And these are the small tips that they can take. They should add spices, they should add heating herbs in the diet, and they can take a dry massage in the upper direction so that it can help to burn fat. So there are different herbs that come in Ayurveda that are used to burn the fat, that are used to pacify the kapha dosha. Simply what we can do at home is we can use Triphala powder. You know Triphala powder.
Yeah.
So Triphala powder, all the 3 fruit combination, they manage all the 3 dosha. We can eat it also, and we can use it for the dry massage also.
Mhm.
So for the body parts which are having more fat and more denser, in that part, if we massage it for 15 to 20 minutes, then it helps us to pacify the Kapha Dosha and to reduce the fat of that part of the body. Else we have different herbal preparation also, which include all other herbs also to burn fat.
Mhm. Very good. Very good. So I think, doing this whole series on the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, but I think it's important too for people to go and see our first episode on the importance of digestion, because we give a lot of you know overall tips that is good for all the dosha types, as far as when we talk about the importance of eating at regular times, eating slow, and all those things that are good for, I think, each dosha type. And then on my site too, I have a little dosha quiz, so people can take that, a little dosha quiz, as far as what is their finding out what is their nature, their prakriti. And then we can also discuss more, like, for anybody to ask any questions, please reach out, anything specific, and we're glad to talk more on that topic as well.
Definitely. We can take questions in one session where we can give the answers to whatever question the people will be having.
Yeah. Very good. So I think that wraps it up for all the doshas, unless you have any last words.
Yes, we can sum up the thing. Take spices, take easily digestible food, take
Mhm.
warm food and not the colder ones. Avoid all type of juices and avoid all type of cold drinks. All these things. Take warm things. Kapha people better tolerate tea and coffee. They should take tea and coffee.
Tea and
Okay.
coffee is okay.
Yeah, tea and coffee is good for the kapha disorders people, and they should be more active. They should include more and more activity in their daily lifestyle.
Very good. Thank you, Dr. Sonia.
Most welcome. Thank you.
It is always strongly recommended that you consult with a personal healthcare provider prior to applying any of the education provided herein. The educational and informational content provided by Reset and Restore and Natria is in no way, shape, or form to take the place of personalized care provided by a personal healthcare provider. Please use the information we provide in conjunction with such professional advice. The content we provide is purely educational in nature about Ayurveda and various wellness topics, and is not meant to diagnose, treat, or prevent any disease. We make no claims or warranties to cure, treat, or prevent any disease or condition.